If you see here, my presentation here, so that you will have an idea, broader concept, he has given VVPAT 50% counting. I am giving free face. Why you are demanding from the beginning? This is not a new thing. Some people are saying we are not in a position to face the election. Andhra Pradesh elections is over. I am working for the country. I am working for transparency, save democracy, save constitution, and ultimately this is where for the last so many days we are all together fighting. Irrespective of our political party's affiliation, there is a democratic compulsion. That democratic compulsion is even Election Commission of India and also voting. If you see here, so many countries, 191 countries, only 18 countries, that too underdeveloped and small countries, they have gone for EVMs. Even advancedly very strong countries, Germany, they have gone for EVM, they have withdrawn, used between 2005 and 9, and again they have gone for paper ballot. Netherlands, 2007, they have again they have changed for paper ballot. Ireland, 2002 and 4, they have gone back paper ballot. They made it very clear why they have gone paper ballot. I am giving all the details to you. If you see, EVMs can be manipulated, hacked EVMs, vote stuffing after poll closure, remotely altered control unit display, memory manipulation, replaced microcontroller or memory chips, altered software code. This is where so many ways. If you can see your cell phones, every 6 months you are changing because technology is changing. Here on EVMs, for the last so many years, same EVMs. We are investing 9,000 crores for VVPAT. Now they are saying only one VVPAT will be counted. Now they have increased 5. Why we invested so much of money and we are not counting? The reasons what they are explaining, it is not all reasonable, it is not correct. If you see here, EVMs, failure 18% of the country population, no provision for any adult audit of EVMs, no regulator, parliaments are not aware, and ultimately vulnerable to programming error, equipment malfunctioning, and malicious tampering. If you see how technology will manipulate in Telangana by using IP, they have removed nearly 25 lakh voters. Only one functionary, they have used Form 7C, they have removed 25 lakh votes. Ultimately, our people has gone to court in Telangana, but nothing has happened. After elections, they said sorry. 25 lakh voters they have removed with one person by using computer, and then finally Election Commission admitted and they said sorry. Is it the price to pay? Again, one more thing, if you see here, in Telangana, total number of votes polled and total number of votes counted, there is a variation. Counted is more than polled. How can you justify? Earlier there is a paper ballot. In paper ballot you can count physically. Today there is nothing to count. There is another anomaly. Sample check is hardly less than 2%. This is where we are asking at least 50% VVPAT counting. If you see here in Andhra Pradesh, recent example, everywhere there are problems. EVMs in the initial stage, 20 to 30% not functioning. They took nearly 2 to 6 hours. Ultimately, final EVM started functioning 1 p.m. they closed before 6 p.m. How it is justifiable? Even if you see here, Chief Election Officer had to come again to cast his vote at 2 p.m. Even CEO, not ordinary citizen, your own functionary, head of the state, has come at 2 p.m. to vote again. Voting lasted till 4:30 a.m. Is it democracy? 4:30 a.m. last vote they have casted. And also if you see here, voters harassed waiting in long queues to many polling stations, voting so many times, 3-4 times. They came and they have gone. They stood in queue for more than 10 to 12 hours with children, with odd sunstroke, everything. Women revolted against the election commission and staff. They cursed them. That is the feeling as on today on election commission. Numerous instances between VVPAT slip shown only 3 seconds as against 7 seconds. These people are saying 7 seconds. Yesterday we raised all these things before the election commission. There is no answer from him. Your code is 7 seconds. How we have changed? That means what is the security of the EVM? What is the security of VVPAT? In December 2018, all EVMs were recalled by Bell for maintenance without taking into political parties into confidence. How can you do that? It is not election commission issue. It is pertaining to the voters of this great nation. We are all party to that. How can you do that? Without informing why you have done that, what you have done. This is where we are doubting. This is very, very important. Contractual engineers hired by BEL to handle EVMs, no background available of these engineers. They are engaging everywhere, these contract employees, whom we don't know. Ultimately, how you are recruited, nobody knows. Even EVM's management, local employees are part-time. They are also engaged by election commission. It is also confusing like anything. They don't know any technology background. If you can go through here, after 2 hours, 9:15 a.m., 7:26 yet to start. Going on like that, the people, up to 4:30 a.m., 3 booths they voted up to 4:30 a.m. next day. Generally 11th is polling day. They have polled on 12th. Who is responsible for this? Can election commission can take this responsibility? And also election commission, misleading affidavit. They are saying 6 days to count one assembly segment. Is it fair? We were in paper ballot. It used to take 12 hours to 18 hours or maximum 24 hours. I contested in the first election, 1978, only paper ballot. It has come afterwards. Now, how can you justify, even with all these things, maximum 24 hours? It is very simple also. It is a simple slip on the top, name of the candidate, and also symbol. You want to segregate, it is not much time. And at the same time, you can count also, it is very easy. Just like currency denomination, you can segregate, you can count it within no time. Why you are lying to the Supreme Court? Why you filed this affidavit? Earlier, Government of India filed affidavit, wrong affidavit on Rafale. Ultimately, they filed one more affidavit saying that correct this grammar. Government of India don't have credibility. Today, Election Commission has lost its credibility and confidence and trust of the voters. Our demand is very clear. 23 political parties, not 1 or 2 political parties. We are all one. Ultimately, in the beginning, we said we want to go for paper ballot. But due to lack of time, we have changed our stand. We are asking VVPAT counting at least 50%. After 50% counting, there are discrepancies. How to act? Immediately you have to count total VVPAT polling stations, booths. Then only you have to announce results. Or again, if you refer all these things to Election Commission, it is fait accompli. We are very clear on that. Democracy, Election Commission has to protect. Now Government of India is instrumental in managing all constitutional entities. CBI, we have seen. ED, we have seen. Income tax, left and rights, they are doing even today. All opposition states, they are having IT raids. Not even one state where BJP is enrolling. One function of BJP is ruling. What is the level playing field? Is it equal level playing field for all political parties? They have to answer now. Even Election Commission has to answer. They transferred all my officers, even Intelligence DG. Why you are not transferring IB? Intelligence Bureau. He is also conducting surveys. He is also doing political work. Why this type of discrimination? That means towards opposition parties you are behaving differently. Ruling party you are doing differently. Even my chief secretary they have transferred. Whom they have appointed? Questionable. Even co-accused of the YSR Congress party, they appointed as chief secretary. Is it right? Without consulting state governments, you are doing all these things. It is unwarranted. It is not correct approach. Save democracy. Independently, Election Commission has to act. They have spent 9,000 crores on VVPATs. By spending 9,000 crores, you are counting one ballot box. How can you, why you have invested so much of money? Where is the need for that? This is where people of this great country has to think. Intellectuals has to think. What we are asking, we are not asking any unreasonable demand. It is very reasonable demand. There are 14 to 16 tables in every counting station. At one time, within 2 hours time, they can complete, or maximum 3 hours time, they can complete this counting. It is very easy compared to earlier paper ballot. Now, why you are saying lie to the Supreme Court? Yesterday, I asked Election Commission, why you are saying like this? You are new for this commission. We are continuing in politics for the last 40 years. I know paper ballot, I know EVM, then I fought for VVPAT, not today. People are accusing me that I have completed my elections because I may lose the election, that's why I came in. I am giving guarantee, not only guarantee, 200%, 1000% will win. 4:30 a.m. people came. Why they came 4:30 a.m.? That is a determination. Not only determination, they are very angry on Election Commission of India and Government of India for misusing this type of things. So they came for voting with vengeance. This everybody has to understand. Ultimately, what we got it from Supreme Court, 1 to 5 booths to count. We are not satisfied. We are asking only simple solution. That simple solution, 50% of booths has to be counted. What Election Commission has filed affidavit, it is wrong, entirely wrong. It is misleading. So we want to go again with discussing with others and also our senior advocates in Supreme Court, either fresh petition or review petition. Ultimately, we wanted to place before this great nation. I am requesting all intellectuals. Recently, 65 officers, IAS, IPS, and also IFS, ex-service, they went to President of India. They questioned the impartiality of this commission. They demanded for action. Now everybody has to do this. Unless 50% of EVPAT has to be counted, and on the basis of that, results has to be announced. Or you don't have any right, again, ask us to go to regular writ or court disputes. That will take another 5 years' time. To save democracy, today is 128th birthday of Ambedkar ji. So all political parties, we are together, we will educate people, we will take to the knowledge of the people, and then ultimately, why BJP and its allies are opposing this decision? They have to answer now. If they oppose, why Election Commission is not acting impartially? Ultimately, we are left with court. Again, we will appeal to the court. We will ask Supreme Court to do justice, to save democracy.
వార్తా వాణి న్యూస్ ఛానల్ ఎప్పటికప్పుడు రాజకీయ, సినీ విశేషాలు, స్పోర్ట్స్ మరియు సాంకేతిక పరమైన మరెన్నో విషయాలను మన ముందుకు తెస్తుంది. మరింత సమాచారం కొరకు వార్తా వాణి న్యూస్ ఛానల్ ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.